It's time for Buena Park Goes to College, keeping education as a forefront to a better community. On Sunday, November 1st, the annual Buena Park Goes to College event was held at the Buena Park Community Center. City Council member Dr. Elizabeth Swift hosted the event with the goal to assist young people of all ages and their parents about activities such as preparing, applying, and most importantly, paying for their college education. The keynote speaker for the event was a professor at UC Irvine, Dr. Al Valdez, who told about his passion for law enforcement and teaching people to better themselves through education.
I'm very pleased and honored to be here. I have a unique background that I wanted to share with the students and the families here to let you know that you can succeed. I grew up in Buena Park, with a middle-class family. I walked in a character flag for Boy Scouts in the Silverado Day Parade, if you remember those days. Although being a policeman for a long time, I have a unique educational background. I wanted to be a medical doctor. Plan A was to be a medical doctor in medical school. Didn't work out. So my first degree is in biology from the University of California, Irvine. I'm going to be a policeman the rest of my life. I'm not going to be a teacher. Why would I want to be a teacher? Well, 1 year to the date, then he asked me that. I taught my first class at UC Irvine, and that was in 2006. And I never turned my face back. I retired in 2006. I really found, I tell my students that I'm living my dream. That can make sense.
We're at the third annual Buena Park Goes to College event, and last week we were actually at Mabel Pendleton Elementary for the citywide kickoff for the Footsteps to Brilliance program that you guys launched with the city. And just tell us, it seems like you guys are on this mission to educate and enhance the future of the students in Buena Park from cradle to college.
Yes, I think that's a great phrase, cradle to college, and that's my vision. And the other council members have taken that upon themselves too. But really, it's for economic development. If we have an educated populace, we won't have people as frequently getting laid off work if we have another downturn in the economy like we did in 08, 09. You know, in Buena Park, we had an unemployment rate of over 12%. That's not good. In other cities with a higher level of college degrees, their unemployment rates were about half ours. So we need to do this for our people and for our own city. It really is economic development.
With welcoming remarks from Congressman Ed Royce, he spoke on competitiveness in the world economy and legislative efforts to keep college tuition affordable in California.
As Beth told you, as chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, I have the responsibility of also watching what's happening in other countries. Things are becoming more and more competitive around this globe. The good news is that this really is the Athens of the education system, what we have here in California. It really is
One of the things that you mentioned earlier when you were speaking was about Prop 30, how you are making it work.
This is something that's being done in Sacramento. It's actually, the bill is Young Kim's legislation in Sacramento, California, to hold down and freeze the costs, because there was discussion among the Board of Regents of a 5% increase per year for 5 years, a 25% increase, but we had passed Prop 30. And the implication was, when we passed it in the state, was that was going to hold those costs in place. So this legislation, which is now AB 42 by Assemblywoman Young Kim, will hold the costs steady so that they don't go up. And that's good news for parents and certainly good news for students.
Assemblywoman Young Kim expanded on AB 42, the legislation she is working to keep colleges from raising tuition rates even after the passage of Proposition 30 in 2012.
As you know, in 2012, the governor worked really hard to ask the voters to pass Prop 30, in large part to make sure that we subsidize tuition at public universities and colleges here in state of California. And they did that by increasing sales tax and income taxes, largely to make sure that our college tuition is affordable. Well, in 2014, immediately after that was passed, and then immediately after 2014 election, I was getting ready to be sworn in when I was sworn in on December 1st. Just between the time of the election and December 1st, I learned that UC Board of Regents voted to increase tuition up to 25%, which means 5% every year for the next 5 years. As a newly elected legislator representing 65th area, I introduced the bill to say, let's make sure there is free tuition at public universities and colleges while Prop 30 is in effect.
The day included breakout classes with alumni giving advice on managing college courses. Several recruiters from local colleges were also present to provide guidance. I spoke with some of them and several prospective students.
Cal State Long Beach is how far from here?
It's about 20 minutes right down the freeway. We're local. And as I like to say, the beach is hot. Lots of applications to Long Beach. We received over 80,000 applications this year, more than any other CSU for freshmen and transfer. And we're within the top 5 in the nation.
So we found a 7th grader. He goes to Walker Junior High. And Travis, I know that all this may be a little bit overwhelming, but tell us what you learned so far.
I learned about the AP stuff, like classes, and how like the honor stuff goes into the APs, and you need it for like college and stuff. It helps you out. And then I learned about how like you need to like do the community service and like stuff like that to help you out for college too.
Are you doing any of that community service or extracurricular activities right now?
I'm in a class called Educational Alliance, which is kind of like that, yeah.
Awesome. And Mom, I know this is super early that you guys are prepping him. Tell us why you guys decided to come here.
I was just worried about financial. I want to make sure we're prepared for, our financial, that we're not in debt and we're ready for this.
Justine Banal, who's no stranger to Buena Park. She's actually Miss Buena Park. And Justine, what are you doing here?
I'm here promoting the Honors Program and the Office of Special Programs here at Fullerton College.
Tell us more about the program.
Well, what's really cool about the Honors Program is that if you complete 15 units of honors coursework at Fullerton, it's indicated on your transcript when you transfer, and we're all about preparing our students to transfer or pursue a vocational certification or just any certificate in general. So we're all about preparing students to not only enter their next steps in life, but also their next steps in their career and college career and in the future as well.
That's what I want to do in life. Awesome. But your first 2 years, you're taking general.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And you can take the elevator, you can go down the stairs right here.
Okay. Leslie May, we heard you speak earlier on stage about the program and this Buena Park Goes to College event. It's the 3rd year that you guys are doing this, and you actually helped coordinate it from year 1. Tell us, how has that been like?
It's been great. I love it. I love volunteering with the City of Buena Park and Dr. Swift on it. The moment I heard about the idea about having this, I was like, I want to do it. I can recruit people to do workshops and things like that. And over the years, we've had more and more people come. We have a Facebook page, so if you guys want to get more information on the event, and we send out updates throughout the year. So it's facebook.com/BPGTC. And from that, I get a lot of likes from people, and they tell me how it's been helpful. And
how has the response been like?
We've gotten a lot of responses. People share the photos and share the information that we put out there. And I love how every year the people that run the workshops, they're Buena Park alumni. I think the oldest graduated from 2007, and we have some that are just fresh out of high school that have come back to come volunteer, even though it's midterm season. And it's just nice to see how everyone comes back to the community to give an inspirational message to these students. Doesn't matter if you're straight A's or you don't have if you're going through different challenges, you can go to college. There's a lot of resources out there, and it's just nice to see that everyone's come out on a Sunday to come here, visit college reps.
Very pricey, so be careful.
So we just wrapped out the third annual Buena Park Goes to College event, and we actually found Robert and his mom, who's leaving the event as well. Robert, tell us, what kind of information did you find inside there?
Found information about financial aid and different majors offered by different schools and how campus visits are important and making sure you have connections with different colleges and things in that nature.
And you go to Buena Park High School, and you're a junior, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you are actually currently preparing to go to college.
Yes, ma'am.
In 2 years. And tell us, do you have any prospective colleges that you want to go to?
Trying to keep my options open, apply to a bunch of different colleges, just to have different options to choose from. But just mostly trying to play football at the next level because I'm an athlete in this.
Okay.
But mostly important just grades and trying to get the major that I'm interested in.
Yeah. And I know that SIA and UCLA have a good football program.
Yes, ma'am.
You're interested in them?
Yes, ma'am. Always.
Okay.
I've watched them growing up as a little kid, watching USC, UCLA rivalry. My favorite, the USC side, just because of my family, but I wouldn't mind going to either school. Both great schools with great programs.
I actually went to USC, so go Trojans. So, Mom, tell us, did you find out good information inside?
Yes, I did. About different deadlines, about there are various resources for financial aid, not just FAFSA, but there are also numerous resources out there where you can reach out and try to get aid. Just mostly to stay on top of those grades and meet those deadlines and hopefully go on those visits and reach out and communicate as much as possible, and hopefully we can get to where he needs to be.
Good. So there you have it. I mean, you heard firsthand from Robert as well as a lot of other students who attended this event. And if you missed it this year, make sure to check out Buena Park's website to find out more information about the 4th annual Buena Park Goes to College. I'm your host, Kathy Beck. Thanks for watching Inside Buena Park. We'll see you next time.